ladies and gentlemen, Halle Bailey, Chloe Bailey, whatever the Baileys, nigga, Bailey leaves. They're trying to end DDG's career. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. It's not guilty until proven innocent. It's innocent until proven guilty. 1. 2. If she was harmed by Daryl Cranberry himself, no man should be putting their hands on a woman. That is facts. I haven't chosen a single side. All I do know is they're still trying to end this man's career. I'm gonna keep it above. They're still trying to end this man's career. And I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna get into this video by Omeezy. I'm gonna continue to give my opinions on the situation. Let's see what Omeezy had to say because he's gonna recap everything that's going on. Shout out that Omar nigga, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Internet's favorite WL couple or ex-couple at this point, DDG and Halle Bailey, have caught themselves at the front page of the news last night and this morning after Halle Bailey accused DDG of doing some of the most craziest things in the world, leading off with things like physical violence and filing a restraining order on DDG. All this culminates to DDG not being able to do the thing that he loves the most, and that is make content talking about his son. Halle Bailey allegedly accused DDG of breaking into the home, sending her a photo from underneath the bed to imply cheating, verbally abusing her, destroying her Ring camera, throwing her phone out of his car, inciting fans against her during live streams, and creating a threatening environment around their son. Now,
Hold on. What environment is he creating around her son that's threatening? I genuinely want to know. Because I know she doesn't like that he's on stream with their son or bringing the son on stream, this, that, and the third. Inciting fans against her during live streams. Shorty, DDG doesn't like you, gang. And because he's live and the people are asking about the situation, he's going to talk about the situation on live. Of course he is. Because these things like this need to be addressed. Specifically this situation and other situations that have happened on the internet. Because they keep bringing their situations to the internet for some reason. That's what people do in this current generation. So, of course, because he doesn't like you and they support him, of course, they're going to come to you with hate. Now, he said multiple times, oh, don't bring hate to her, blah, 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 blah. Let me deal with it, But you know how people be? Like, it's the internet. Gang, they do the same thing to DDG. Once you left DDG, shorty, once you left DDG, your entire Bailey clan, the Bailey leaves, literally tried to attack this nigga. Yo, DDG is the worst human alive. I can't wait till the day DDG dies. I'm like, what? All he did was bring his son on stream, and now you and him are not together no more, and now your fans want him to die? Your fans want your son to grow without a father because they don't like him for being with you. What's going on here? Now, in terms of the Ring camera, all we need to see is the Ring camera footage, and that's going to solidify that take. Where's the footage at? That's what
fans against her during live streams and creating a threatening environment around their son. Now, this is a serious matter, so obviously I'm going to take this as serious as possible, and I'm going to read off the things that DDG has alleged to have done in the situation. She, Halle Bailey, also alleges DDG creeped her out in March when he showed up at her home, entered without permission, went to her bedroom, and texted a pic of Halle's empty bed to her, along with a text, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL."
Yo, this nigga DDG is a menace. What the fuck? Yo, this dude is a menace. Yo, I mess with you, Lil O. I mess with you, Lil O. I ain't gonna lie, but I gotta throw this timer on there, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Halle says she interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of having sex with other people. This goes on to read, 4 days later, she claims he really exploded when he came back to her house. Halle told him she and the baby were sick. This is around the time that her and the baby were laid up and DDG could not see the baby, and she didn't want Halo to leave home. And she claimed that when he got verbally abusive, smashed her Ring cam and ran away with Halle's phone. As he drove off, she claims DDG threw the phone out the window and yelled to her, "Go get it." The incident prompted Halle to go file a police report, and she says she also has Ring footage to back up her side of the story. Now, these are a lot of damning allegations, all stemming from a relationship gone awry. You know, that situation where there's two people that were broken up, there's a baby involved, and now they're fighting back and forth. All this is like really disgusting, but also very common. That Ring camera footage though, Daryl, if she has that Ring camera footage, Daryl, you're cooked, Daryl. Halle Bailey had seemingly been documenting a lot of the conversations and situations that have been happening for a long time. Dating back to their breakup in October, she had been recording some of these incidents and piling them up in order to, I don't know, build a case or give DDG some of the benefit of the doubt or whatever the case may be, before she went to the police with the restraining order. Now, again, all this is what's being stated in the documentation. All this at this given time is alleged in what she claims. There is apparently some evidence that will come out at some point or will be submitted, and at that point, people will be able to make better judgments. But right now, these are just all allegations and what's being reported to the police. And see, this is why I don't be dealing with people who got kids. I never date with somebody who has a child under the age of 5 years old. They still got so much going on in that past relationship.
Chat, would you ever get with a shorty that has kids? Yes or no? Say, however old you are now, say you're 18 or 19, say you're a young dude, you see what I'm saying? 21, whatever the case may be, and either shorty's your age or she's like 30, but she got a kid. The kid is, let's say the kid is 3 years old. Son said, I do now, Lamal. That's real, big body. I ain't gonna lie, if a shorty got kids, I'm perfectly fine with it as long as she doesn't need me to be a stepfather. There's no reason why I should be picking him up from school. There's no reason why I should be buying his snacks. There's no reason why I should be changing his Pampers. There's no reason why I should be doing the things that you were already doing by yourself just because you got with me. Now it's my responsibility too. Unless we talk about that and it's like, oh yeah, I love you for life. I'm gonna get blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind it as long as you don't need me to be no stepfather. That's my only thing. Now, one of my mans was telling me how he doesn't mess with shorties that have kids because it always comes with too much, whether that's how they move emotionally, whether that's how, if like a situation happens, it's always, I'm putting you over the kid no matter what's going on, which is understandable. You see what I'm saying? But it's always problems that could easily stem from a shorty that has kids versus a shorty that doesn't have kids. Like, it just automatically comes with more problems. And I remember, I forgot who said this, but they were telling DDG, like, yo, was somebody else telling us, was DDG telling somebody else? I don't remember, but they was basically saying, like, yo, baby mamas and girlfriends are two different people. When she's your girlfriend, she's a completely different person after she becomes your baby mama. Automatically. And I'm not going to lie, from life experiences and personal experiences, I can attest to that statement. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be parasocial and tell you about my life, so I'm not going to tell you about that situation. But, yes, that is like 100% true. The person will change. 100%. Unless it's like, it depends. But I ain't going to lie, like, there's a 95% chance
that is unresolved, but that's another story for another day. Further in the TMZ article, it reads, in Doc, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October, and Halle says DDG came over to pick up their son, Halle, and she tried to start a conversation with the rapper about a child visitation schedule. I think what doesn't help DDG in a lot of these situations is that a lot of this has been for public consumption over the past couple of months. It seems like if these situations are true and as how they are described, these situations will happen, and then DDG will either go to stream or maybe even before stream, have some sort of conversation alluding to a lot of these situations that are being laid out in these documentations. As she was buckling Halo into the car seat, she claims DDG grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out of my car." Halle says the baby was crying and she got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such an agitated state. That's when they allegedly started wrestling, with DDG pulling her hair, slamming her face on a steering wheel, and chipping her tooth. Halle says she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about Halo. So she remained in the car for the ride over to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. Once they told her they would take care of the baby, she left hysterically with bruises on her arm to accompany her chipped tooth. She attached photos of her injuries in her request for restraining order. The judge granted a domestic violence restraining.
Alright, so he's not going to show the chipped tooth. I'm going to look it up for the people. Her name is Halle, right? Halle Bailey chipped tooth.
Big TTP on bro.
Big TTP, huh? This is the chipped tooth in question, ladies and gentlemen. Let me pull this up in a different tab for the people. This is the chipped tooth in question. I don't know if y'all can see that small little chip right there at the bottom of y'all screens, ladies and gentlemen. This small little chip is the chip in question, and these are the bruises that DDG left on her arm. Small little chip in question, these are the bruises that DDG left on her arm. Now, if you got your face slammed into the steering wheel, would your lip not bust from your teeth and your lip colliding as well? I genuinely want to know. This is genuine questions. Like I said, I'm not picking a side. I just want to understand what's truly going on. Now, I'm going to skim through this video. Where is the clip of Shorty? Do they have the clip of Shorty? Oh, they don't have the clip of Shorty. Let's go to Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. We all love our place with this. I want to show you a clip. Make sure I follow my Twitter if you haven't already. ZayPrimo_2X. How do you spell her name? How do you spell shorty name, nigga? Halle Bailey, nigga. Yeah, spell her name. Yeah, Halle Bailey. What? Y'all know what clip I'm talking about, too. Hold on, y'all know what clip I'm talking about. We're gonna find it right now. Look, boom. I'm a detective. Listen to this, chat. This is by Ack, by the way. Ack is biased. A 2-minute and 32-second compilation of Halle Bailey admitting she is the problem in every relationship she's had. She literally said herself, I'm the reason. Listen, chat. I seen this before any situation with DDG, but people still, yo, DDG, watch out, man. Listen to this.
In a relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate.
I'm sorry.
I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with
I seem nice online, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle.
my yelling, with my words, everything.
She's literally a toxic woman off the internet. That's what she's telling us, chat.
I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person. But if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
DD, can you get that link for me? Yo, and she's literally blaming how she acts on her sign and not who she is as a person. Is that not crazy? I'm not choosing no sides in this situation. I just find it funny that she's literally telling the world, I'm toxic. Just because I act like this for the cameras does not mean I am this real person.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason. You know. I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me.
I am nosy, number one. And number two, I like drama.
What?
I just don't.
Dang! What are we doing? What are we doing? She's literally admitting and telling y'all, I'm the problem. This is crazy to me.
I like drama in my life, but I love watching.
What did he see in her? She was more famous. She is more famous than him. She has Hollywood connections. It's a great look for DDG in terms of PR. She's bad. I'm not gonna lie. Regardless of how y'all feel right now, I promise to God, she's bad. Yeah. And status. Status always matters to people that are in the same... Celebrities, the reason why celebrities, you only see celebrities with celebrities and, you know what I'm saying, rappers with celebrities or the typical BBL shorty or blah, 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 blah. The reason is status, overall look, and a lot of these relationships are fabricated. Ice Spice and Sauce Gardner is fabricated. Ice Spice and Central C was fabricated. You see what I'm saying? They put these people in fake relationships in order to boost them in the brackets of people truly caring about them within social media. You see what I'm saying? So him getting with Halle was a good look. Him having a baby with Halle was a good look. Even though people hated him, they still loved him a lot more and knew about him a lot more because of her and things like that. She's not chopped, but bad is a stretch. It's just the videos that we're looking at right now.
Watching it in other people, so... love my baby so much. I need him with me in order to function. And
she look like Michael Jackson. Yo, Cap, bro, clip that. Yo, if Cap is still here, please clip that.
in order to be able to do the scenes and everything. So he's been out here with me majority of the time. But this week, and I go home on the weekends. But this week I had a lighter week and I'm going home tomorrow. So I got here last night and I'm going home tomorrow. So I was like, let me try to test myself and see if I can be without him for a day and leave him, let him and his daddy have daddy and son time. And you guys, I miss him so much. But everybody knows Moo's the best daddy to him, but I miss him so much. Yesterday on the plane, I was crying and I went to, you know, the little import stores.
Get to the point.
I bought a teddy bear and I was like clutching it to my chest. I bought a Build-A-Bear and a blanket and I was clutching it to my chest. Literally on the plane last night crying to not feel like miserable without him. I love him so much, guys. I don't know how this is possible. Anyway.
Look, she didn't even say nothing at the end, by the way. But nah, yeah. It's very interesting she says that, and then this situation happens, y'all.
Order requiring DDG to stay 100 yards and gave her permission to take nearly 18-month-old Halo to Italy while she'll be filming a movie for 2 months. DDG also has to stop posting or streaming about her and their child. Halle claims her ex has been whipping his fans into a frenzy by trashing her when he live streams. Now, we've seen how that last statement played across a couple months ago where DDG came to the internet and basically spilled all of this tea for the past couple of months for his fans to then make assumptions, make commentary videos like we did on this channel, make, you know, their streaming clips and all this other stuff, and essentially galvanize his audience.
Every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't get him. I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. It don't have nothing to do with me working, by the way. I'm not going to air out her business, but me and her has not been together for a long time. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's been going on for a minute where I just never got on the internet and said nothing. I mean, I might like throw like little subliminals or some shit like that, but it's like, bro, like, I don't want to get on the internet.
Now, let me take a brief moment here to be very, very serious and very, very candid about stuff like this. This is why on this channel, especially when it comes to young families, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to people with their children involved like this, I don't like talking about stuff like this. I don't like giving my true opinions because it does not ultimately matter. There is so much that is being left out of the story. These people are going to make their own decisions. They have so much behind the scenes drama that we can't properly make an opinion, as if it's even our place or space to make an opinion about such topics. DDG said that he was leaving out stuff. I'm sure that there's stuff that Halle herself is even left out, whether it be for better or for worse. I do not know. But what I do not like is when people get across the internet, and maybe they have met her in some go against Halle. I've seen a lot of stuff that has gone to the forefront and galvanized not only their audience, but anybody else's audience who feels a certain way about these man versus women relationships, etc., and get them to just go against Halle. I've seen a lot of stuff that is going.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She said that DDG was forcing his fans to like incite hate upon her. I understand where she's coming from because with streaming culture, it's parasocial people, and they're gonna ride for the people that they support. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna ride for the people that they support and stuff like that. So I understand that take, but you know, it's not like Haley's innocent also in the situation because she brought stuff to the internet too, which caused people to come at him. You know,
gone against Halle.
Nobody is right in this situation at all. Not a single person, and for different reasons.
And this is from people who I would never even think would support Daryl.
Halle claims DDG.
That's academic.
If they can't win the public narrative, they make the accusations. Oh
I make fun of DDG all the time. I think he's stupid. I think he's low IQ, but I don't think he's over here beating on his chick. And if he is, that's some pussy shit.
Yeah, he doesn't give
but,
vibes.
But he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't give me woman beater vibes, bro. To be honest with y'all. And here's the thing: if he ain't smacked the shit out of Ruby.
What does woman beater vibes even mean? Like, you ever just walk in a club like, oh yeah, that nigga's a woman beater. Oh, you see that nigga over there? Yeah, he beats women. Like, what are you talking about, Byron? What's nigga name? Kyron? What's this nigga's name? Zadiron? What is this nigga's name? Him, the fresh and fit nigga, bro. Your man's is wild. What is he talking about?
Ruby Rose, I doubt that he was smacked the shit out of that chick. Because Ruby Rose is literally a thought. Big thought. And someone, I think Zia told a story one time of how she like yanked his chain and like it ripped and he didn't hit her after that. He wanted to, but he didn't. So if he could restrain himself there,
Did Omar talk about the story? Did he talk about the story? I'm gonna pull up the story. We're just getting more and more information about the story and things of that nature. That's all this is right now. I want to show you this right here. Oh, I could go to Twitter again. I can go on Twitter again. Come on, man. Come on, man. Back on Twitter. Oh, my bad. Wrong buttons. I'm over clicking the wrong buttons. I'm like, why is this shit not working? Okay, chat. Listen to this. Zias and B. Lou tell a story about the time Ruby Rose snatches DDG's chains and he refused to put his hands on her. This also proves, it doesn't prove nothing for real, but this is them telling like, yo, DDG wouldn't do this because he's already been in a situation where he could have done that.
It was around the time, I think, when people was like jumping over gates and shit like that.
Oh, that's Ruby Rose.
So,
Chat.
boom. So we was at DDG crib. We just in the living room playing the video game. And out of nowhere, bro. Boom, 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 boom. RR, stomp in. Don't say a word. At this time, they wasn't cool. They wasn't on speaking terms. So, like, she came unannounced. She don't say nothing. She goes straight upstairs. DDG look at us like, we like, so we continue playing the game, nigga. She come downstairs. She come downstairs with some flight itineraries, flight tickets. Just for context, I guess DDG had flew some, little or whatever, some little shit out and put the thing in the trash. So she dig through his trash and found it. So she come downstairs mad, bro. DDG not really paying attention. He playing the game. When I say, bro, she grabbed this nigga big ass chain, bro. And threw that bitch across the living room. I looked at DDG eyes, bro. That nigga pupils was dilated, bro. That nigga saw nothing but red. When I say, bro, I'm gonna leave it at that. I felt it. I felt the yank. I'm like, mind you, she did this in front of his niggas. He stand up. Ain't no telling what he was gonna do. I know DDG. That's not him. That's not his body. He would never dare, like, do anything like that.
Yeah, right.
That look in his eyes, though, it was a strong consideration. It's the way she snatched it, bro. Like his.
So this is what Kyron is basically saying. Like, yo, bro. Like, he would never do that because when he had the chance to, and it was really solidified. Like, yo, it didn't happen. Now, you said pull up the Baby Rich clip. This is the clip they're talking about in the chat. DDG's best friend, Baby Rich, reacts to Halle Bailey's what the fuck? Allegations and exposes the truth. Halle was beating the fuck out this nigga. Let's watch.
You get what I'm saying? Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her. So listen, man. I've been around before while they got into it. And like I said before, I don't get into family issues. I stayed the fuck out the way. I done seen them get into it before. And let me put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. As a man, matter of fact, let me go to the wait. Have you ever been in a situation where a woman is just whooping the man? Matter of fact, fuck that. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Get into it.
Halle was beating the fuck out of this nigga. I'm talking about swinging on this nigga. I'm talking about piecing this nigga up. Ha. You feel me?
My bad.
So, are you just, as a nigga, are you just gonna sit there and just hands behind your back? No. Like, what are you gonna do? Stop. Hey, stop. Hey, stop. Stop. Restrain him. Hey, stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop.
Man, Shaq, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And people warned DDG about this exact situation, which is why it's that crazy to me.
DDG doesn't strike me as a woman beater, so.
Oh, man. Wise words from a decent man. I didn't expect him to say that. Now, I know that they're going to be the defenders in the conversation who are blindly following DDG's side or blindly following Halle's side, but I'm telling y'all, just sit back. At the end of this, you can make your judgments and indictments, but best believe that there's somebody playing some game somewhere, and we're going to find out who it is in no time. I was in the video of DDG's reaction to the restraining order with Aiden Ross, and I thought to myself, I'm not gonna be shamed. I'm not gonna be flim-flammed.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. You remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a.
Yo, Aiden Ross, fuck all that shit. This is an ass fit, my nigga. Fuck what you're talking about. This fit is terrible, bro. What are you doing, bro? This nigga dressed like Ben the Dunn. What about that? Word to, bro. You look crazy, gang. Niggas get money and just start putting pieces together. He looks ridiculous, bro. Is this good fits?
Father, this is a real person. It's a good human being. But hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like, I gotta be
just don't do it, bro. Come here. Fuck all that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG, and fuck anyone who got anything to say. Chad, DD is not gonna come on the stream. He's just gotta go.
Yo, gang, the fact that you're just riding with your mans just to ride with your mans, and how aggressively you're doing it is crazy to me. And I know he's moving like this because he could never believe that DDG would ever touch a woman. And that's my man's. I love DDG. I'm with him right now. I love this nigga. I understand all of that, bro. Don't pick sides. Like if a shorty came out of nowhere and was like, yo, DDG raped me, this, that, and the third. You're not gonna be like, listen, bitch. Listen here. He would never do that to you. Because anytime he touched me, I gave consent. So I know you would. Like, what are you talking about right now? What are you talking about? So for him to do that is crazy. Cornball, I hate these streamer niggas. That's why I'm not a streamer, bro. I'm just a nigga that stream.
Go handle what you gotta handle. So all love to my brother. We will figure something out to redo this. All love.
Now, from everything that I've read, the person who is getting the police restraining order filed against them has to be notified before the trial even commences. Like, say somebody were to file a restraining order on me. I'm not gonna find out after the situation happens. That's not how it works. If somebody were to go today and file a restraining order on me, I would be notified that, hey, there's a complaint. You need to come to court or whatever the case may be. But there's something out there against you that is saying that somebody wants a restraining order. And then we have the results. I think the idea was that it was a fake narrative that there is a restraining order or that he was doing these things, but it almost seemed as if DDG was surprised to get the news that this was even a possibility, but he knew. Look, this is why I'm saying stay out of it. I'm telling you, stay out of it. It doesn't line up. And now we're in the midst of the internet social media game where people are looking at Halle Bailey's text messages and tweets and the stuff that she submitted to the judge as far as evidence goes. That says that she took Halo to some sort of vacation island, Bahamas, with her sister, and Brent Faiyaz, even though there was some claims about, you know, Halle texting DDG that she wasn't with any other man, but then Brent Faiyaz was supposedly there. But even DDG's proof, as these text messages read, is that he got this off the internet and just wanted to verify that this situation were to be real. Look, we've been following DDG and Halle Bailey for the past couple of months, and if there's one thing that I do know is that this is more complex than has led to believe. There's been so many situations with Halo being allowed on the stream, off the stream, getting reunited, potentially to him for, you know, because the baby was sick. There's so much that goes on in these relationships that it's hard to follow. And I'm telling you, the relationships are some of the most complicated things, but what adds to it is when public people have public relationships, and now the court of public opinion gets the opportunity to make their opinions on said relationships. Now, what I've seen for the past couple of months is people do and say some of the weirdest things when it comes to their relationships.
I see you trying to defend her. That's a good move, by the way, but let me tell you what happens next. If she can't paint you as a deadbeat dad, which you're not, I'm gonna warn you this. The next step is for her to say you were abusive. I want to be very clear. And she just tried, yo, why is my baby dad doing that? And I don't approve of it. And nobody did. And unless you about to get back with her and go into whatever regime she wants you to get down with, her next attempt will not be as fluky. Women like this don't stop. You've dodged this one, but you gotta wait for the bigger one she about to do.
That was academics reacting a couple months ago when Halle Bailey took to the internet and galvanized her own audience for the behavior of DDG taking, you know, Halo, his son, onto Kaisa in that stream, claiming that this was, you know, bad or whatever the case may be. She was totally wrong in that situation and even admitted that she was wrong in that situation. But the way that people were reacting, how academics made that jump and leap is insane. I know people will potentially circle back to this in a couple months ago and these whole, oh, it was so predictable.
Shorty said, yo, I don't want you taking my son on stream. Yo, y'all go tell this nigga to stop doing that, bro. Your man's ex said, yo, she don't even want your son on stream. She's gonna tell niggas you hit her next. Wow. Now, academics is an interesting sentiment. I mean, he's an interesting specimen, bro. Interesting specimen.
Warning signs. Look, we can't keep doing that. That gives validity to these conversations. We've got to stop. We don't know these people.
Want to hear that fundamental ass response? Imagine if you have like a BM nigga and you gotta pay her rent, nigga. She taking niggas over there. You gonna be cool with it? No. You gonna stop paying the rent? Duh, nigga. What the fuck you mean? What about the kid? The kid gonna be homeless. No, the kid not. See, I don't plan on having a baby mama. What you mean? You don't never. I'm not gonna have no baby mama, bro. Whoever I have a kid with, she will be for life. It ain't. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody. It all starts like that. That's exactly how you think, nigga. I'm not trying to kid break y'all up, bro. I'm trying to kid be the reason y'all break up.
Now, I don't think that Blueface was giving any sort of prediction as to his current relationship with Halle at the time. I think he was just more so having, you know, man talk. We talk about things like that. Hey, what's going on in your relationship? What would you do in this hypothetical to see, et cetera, how you would handle it? But I think that a lot of people attributing this to them being some sort of Nostradamus are only saying this because they have their own feelings about Halle Bailey. I know that there are some people that hate these billionaire relationships. They're damn near low-key red pill minded in that fact because they don't think that these people should be with any women or any family or whatever the case may be, but they are just projecting their feelings. I wish more people would be like DDG's sister. Like, this is his actual sister, TT, when asked about the situation yesterday. I hate that we have this much insight too. I promise you, we should not care this much about this relationship. I cannot stress that enough.
I've already seen the TMZ post and I'm not gonna speak on it, so yeah.
I'm way more concerned about what they were eating than what she was saying. What was that?
And I ain't gonna lie, they was giving TT hate because she wouldn't speak on the situation. Like, bro, that has nothing to do with her. And we don't even know the full situation. Let the situation play out, see what goes on, and that's that. You internet niggas is so obsessed with other niggas have going on in their lives, and that's why we're here today. That's why they brought this whole situation to the internet. Like, the era we're in now is fueled by social media and it's fueled by the internet, and that's how I'm reacting to a YouTube video while also streaming on Twitch and YouTube while we're talking about a situation that was brought to Twitter, my nigga. and talked about on Twitch platforms and YouTube platforms and things like that. Like, this is just the era we're in right now. All I can say is, bro, don't pick a side in the situation. I think both of them are wrong for certain things when it comes to this relationship that we've seen over the time and stuff like that. Stop having kids so young. Stop having kids out of wedlock. Practice safe sex. Practice abstinence. And find God. Find God. Give yourself to Jesus, gang. Or whatever religion you believe in, bro. Because, like, this shouldn't even be a situation. Let alone a situation from two people that's young in their 20s. Like, y'all are moving insane right now, bro. This is crazy. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Remember, signs are fake.